Homelessness is a large problem.
I've been on these streets for a long time.
I always tell everybody the most important thing that we do is we love everybody because there's somebody. Like, everybody out here is somebody's kid, whether they're grown up or not.
How far does compassion go? And who's deserving of it?
Quit looking at them as a label, homelessness or addict.
If the answer is indeed everybody, how does this happen? You've been on the street since you were 8 years old.
Yes, sir.
How'd that happen? Tired. Cold. Hungry. Scared. Alone. Nowhere to call home. If compassion does reach this place, it's often in short supply. Far from the cold street, 9-year-old Abby makes her way to her after-school program, surrounded by friends, hugs, and every amenity she could ever need. But her schooling is essentially just her day job. At night, however improbable, Abby becomes the bridge to a world many people will never see.
As a 9-year-old, I have a big imagination, and I imagine if anything can be done. And adults sometimes don't have as big as imagination as us kids.
To fully understand Abby's impact, we have to backtrack a bit. For the last several years, the organization Forgotten Louisville has been using this spot just off of downtown to feed, clothe, and counsel Louisville's homeless. Every Wednesday night on River Road in this parking lot, Forgotten Louisville, along with several other organizations and individual volunteers, join forces to offer whatever services they can, most notably food. Food they'd eat, sitting on the ground. When you saw all of those people sitting on the ground the first time, how did it make you feel?
Sad, upset, not really that happy.
Abby thought they deserved more dignity than that, and she was determined to make sure they got it. You didn't like it when you saw people having to sit down on the ground to enjoy their dinner. So what did you do? What did you do to kind of help people not have to do that?
Well, I got in the computer and I wrote a grant for tables and chairs, and my church, and they got together, they got chairs and tables, and these are them. They got 4 of them.
It's worth reminding you, Abby is just 9 years old.
Wow. What's it like in the ocean?
But Abby's tables are just one of her contributions. Actually, it's the only contribution she's really aware of. What she doesn't see, either because of her age or simply her open heart, is the effect that she has on the people who come here every single week for vital supplies. People who, by most accounts, have very little, but who somehow find a way to offer her gifts in return.
Everything you do is very special, so I just want to offer something special to you. I handmade myself, except for the book.
Okay. Thank you. Johnny, wait.
Love you too, sweetie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
While most would consider the vitals to be the food and the clothes, those who know her would say it's the affection, attention, and unabashed joy of this 9-year-old with a big imagination that people most look forward to seeing.
And the fact that she's just so willing and freely loving, she doesn't see the labels that most adults see when they think about a homeless person.
Kristen Herron created Forgotten Louisville more than 10 years ago.
Just imagine how much more of a compassionate city we would be if all the little Abbies were out here doing this.
Helping the homeless has been not her life's work, rather her life's privilege.
It's opening up your eyes talking about it and educating yourself about it, that it's not all a negative, scary thing. And Little Sweet Abby is just a perfect example of that. Like, if we can change that generation, just imagine where we'll be in 20 years.
With or without the rest of her generation, Abby is showing no signs of slowing her efforts.
Try and help get like a community thing going with the homeless, make it more popular, like more people coming, because barely anybody really comes. Like, a lot of people do, but like not compared to the whole world or to the United States. Because there are many, many, many people in the world that are homeless. Thank you very much, Johnny.
No, thank you. Again, thank you. You've done more for us. Other than this. I really hope you get pleasure from this, because I did.
So this is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I love it. So we're going to be in partnership from here on out. How about that?
Yeah.
My partner. I love it. Thank you, girl.
You're welcome.